5, main engine ignition, all 3 engines up and burning. 2,
To whom it may concern.
1, and liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
Oh, yeah.
It never gets old!
I'm ready to go. We're here. Date is Sunday, March 12th. Skull and Bones Radio. Check us out, skullandbonesradio.com. iHeartRadio, Skull and Bones Radio as well. Myk, go and throw out the socials, man.
Oh, man, you know how it goes down. You go to the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, and we Skull and Bones Radio. However, until Twitter fixes this problem, you only type in 1L in Skull on the Twitter.
Skull, 1L in Bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wah, wah.
I am Jean Perrion. Again, the handsome gentleman to my right is Mickey 3 Jammersfield.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good-looking?
Yeah, baby,
Mick's
smashing.
so shallow. Now we got the man with the brains, the man with the wit, the man behind the board.
Who that is.
Who is that?
His name is
Mattman 100. 100.
He always gets the best intro.
Okay, just because you got your hair cut, Mick, does not mean you're really, 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 really bad looking.
Really, really ugly.
That was mighty kind of him to say that.
Hey, if this don't get you hyped up, I don't know what does, man. That just gets me going inside. I like
It does.
that.
I kind of feel like I'm in some kind of like reggae super group or something every time that comes. Anyways, whatever.
All right, wait, we got a very good show lined up for everyone. We got some interviews, we've got some drama, we got all the whole scoop. But without further ado,
All right, so here's the deal. We have a future rock and roll Hall of Famer in studio right now.
No.
Hey, we got to give it up for the
The
one,
one,
the
the
only
only
Myk Malone, baby.
Thanks for
going
having
on?
me, guys.
what's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome
Pleasure
to the
be here.
show.
Thank you very much for having me. Good to see you again, Mick.
Hey, you know what, man? We appreciate you coming in, but I have to tell you, you ain't I can't talk tonight. You
Use
ain't
your
leaving
words.
this studio. Yeah, thank you. I'm nervous, bro. We got a future rock and roll Hall of Famer. You ain't leaving this studio, bro, until you sign my boob with a picture, okay? I got to have proof of this. That way I can, like,
Post it all
eBay
over
it.
social media.
Yeah, dude. I'm just letting that be known right now, bro.
I got the pin right here already, man.
All right, Mike. Wait, we're glad you're in studio. We're looking forward to talking with you. I know we've got a lot to get through, so let's get right into the meat and potatoes of everything.
So, yeah, all right. So, Mike's an interesting character over here. He was in the military. He was in the Marines. He was in the Marine Corps.
A veteran, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the dude is a multi-instrumentalist. I mean, this dude plays everything under the sun, and he sings. So we kind of want to ask you, like, how did all this come about? What's your background?
Well, it all started when I was about 8 years old. My dad purchased an acoustic guitar, and he was just trying to learn like some old, country songs and stuff like that.
Okay,
and,
I feel that.
He just set it down, and I would just see it sitting there, so I'd pick it up and I'd start plucking away at it, and it started with that, and I just really picked up on it quick as a kid. My dad saw that I really enjoyed it, so he just started getting me all these other instruments.
Okay,
And,
so it started out with guitar, though.
It started with an acoustic guitar.
And then it's kind of just progressed into
Yes.
drums and bass and...
Yeah, harmonica.
Oh, my God, harmonica, too?
Harmonica, piano.
Jesus.
And right now I'm trying to change one of my guitars into a sitar.
It might be easier if you tell us what you don't play.
Right? I know, right?
I don't play any violin or cello yet. I'm trying to learn that stuff. So
Okay, that was
that's the
keyword
big-
yet. All right, so what was your inspirations, man? Like, I know you said your dad got the guitar and all that. So, like, I know for me, there was a couple bands that were very monumental when I decided to pick up an instrument. Blink-182, Guns N' Roses, bands such as that. Even POD.
POD,
So
the local
how about?
boys.
Yeah, absolutely, local boys. How about you?
It's actually really weird. If you look at the music that I write now, it's so different from the music I listened to when I was like a little kid and that I really connected with. It was ridiculous, like late 80s, early pop music, like Bryan Adams,
Oh, really?
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
really,
No
stuff
joke,
like
okay.
that. It wasn't until I picked up the guitar and I started getting bored playing that stuff that I got into metal and rock.
So Summer of
And-
'69 just wasn't doing it for you anymore.
Not anymore. No, or Please Forgive Me, or
So you were
Yeah,
into
that's-
like the Alice in Chains, Metallica.
yeah, Metallica was
Megadeth,
definitely
maybe?
Not so much
No?
Megadeth. Yeah, but I mean I like Megadeth, but I not so much an inspiration when I was a kid. It was very heavy Metallica though. I learned pretty much every Metallica song on that little
no joke.
that little
thrash
POS
metal.
acoustic guitar.
That's not like easy material to learn either.
I became obsessed with it from a young age. So.
Well, I mean, okay, so you're playing the guitar. About how old were you when you say you kind of were decent, where you could say, I'm a guitar player? I feel confident calling myself a guitar player.
Probably when I was in this band when I was in high school, which actually I'm still in a band with one of the members of that band, which is really cool. We've been me and this other guy, Daniel Kirk, he's like pretty much my brother. We've been writing music and playing music together.
Are you from San Diego?
No, I'm from Florida, Orlando, Florida.
Oh, wow.
East Coast boy.
Yeah. What a distance. Okay.
Yeah, and now Daniel and I, we're both over here doing our thing, chugging along, playing music, writing it.
That's killer, dude. So you and your best friend, I'm taking
Pretty
it.
much.
Yeah, come out here already? All right. I know you were in the Marine Corps, so you're playing music, you're playing in bands with your good buddy. How did the Marine Corps come? Like, where'd that come out of? Recruiter sucker you in, or?
Well, I honestly, I just wanted to get out of my hometown. It was just, redneck kind of ville, and I didn't really feel like I belonged there. And there weren't.
Did you say the city in Florida?
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud. I've
Yeah,
never heard of
St.
that.
Cloud, Florida. It's a little town right outside of Orlando.
Okay.
Is it north or south of Orlando?
It's southeast. I
No
believe.
joke. Do you know Sebring? Sebring, Florida?
Yeah.
Dude, I lived in Sebring for a while, dude.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, dude,
What'd
I'm
you-
not from there, but I lived
How'd
there.
you like the mosquitoes and the
dude,
humidity?
the
and all that
humidity?
stuff, the flying cockroaches.
Yeah, it was not the gators, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude, it took me a while to figure out there's gators in the water. Like, there's something in there. There's something in there. I'm telling you.
Go get it, Mick.
I know, right? Man, I swear to God, I saw a gator in the water with me one time. I was like, I'm out of here. Never coming back. So.
Yeah, it's all swamp over there.
So you got suckered in the Marine Corps then?
I did kind of. I really wanted to, I wanted to go infantry when I signed up. My recruiter, for whatever reason, I don't know the things behind, they need to recruit a certain amount of, this MOS or that.
Gotcha.
I have some recruiter buddies I could ask that. I just never did. But they would not let me go infantry. They're like, no, you did well in the ASVAB or whatever. You're going air wing. You're going to be an aircraft maintainer. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That sounds like a really cool job.
Yeah,
So,
man, you've got to be smart to do something like that, I take it.
you'd be surprised. I had some people I worked with.
You wanted to do one thing, but they wanted you to do another thing because your intelligence, or
Basically, I guess is what they told me. I got a high score on the ASVAB, and they're like, "No, that'd be ridiculous if we let you go infantry." And I really wanted to go, and it was like this big deal. But anyway, I went to a bunch of school to learn how to work on F-18s, and I became a hydraulics mechanic on F-18s, and got stationed over here in San Diego.
So you were a jet mechanic.
I was. Yeah.
Oh, wow, dude.
And what's funny is I know that an F-18 fighter aircraft like the back of my hand, but when it comes to like car maintenance, dude, it's just basic essentials, man. I can change a tire and change the oil, but nothing. It's just really weird, how that.
So
is.
you could rebuild an F-18 fighter jet, but have some trouble with the car.
I can't say I could rebuild an F-18 fighter jet, but I definitely know my way around.
you're definitely knowledgeable in that versus the basics of an automobile.
That is kind of a funny concept, though, if you think about it. Like, I can work on the jet, but the car, not so much.
You're too smart.
Yeah, dude. It's like Einstein, bro. I think he's like creating bombs and stuff and figure out physics or physics. I don't know. I can't talk. But anyways, the dude couldn't tie a shoe, apparently. So I don't know, man. Something to do with intelligence, I guess. All right. So how did the military affect your songwriting versus before when you were not in the military?
Okay, well, the moment where I really wanted to, where I decided I wanted to do music as a career, as a living one day, was when my friend and I, Daniel, we were in a band in high school, and we played the high school talent show. And we completely just rocked it. It was like one of the best feelings I've ever had. What was really cool about that experience is when we were setting up to play, there's a lot of feedback coming from my amp. And people were booing, and they're like, "Who are these guys?"
What, really?
Yeah. Like, and they're like, "Oh, everybody was there to see this other band at our talent show." We were kind of the guys who like nobody really knew that well at the time. And we're having all these technical issues with the pedals, the amps, and it's just taken like 10 minutes for us to start playing our song, and we've already lost the audience, and it's just everything's going awful. As soon as we start playing, everybody stands up out of their chairs, clapping, cheering, moving around. And I just remember looking out and seeing that, and I'm like, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. You know?
No joke. And it all started back in the high school talent show. Then.
Yeah. And then I joined the Marine Corps right after that.
He got detoured from his path, baby.
It sounds like Mick's story. I think it sounds like Myk got bamboozled as well.
Yeah, man. Let's not go there, though. I still have hard feelings about that one. So what was the band called? It was called Universal Medicine, correct?
Universal Medicine was the band that I played in when I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, this was when you were in the Marines?
Yeah, this
okay.
Universal Medicine was after I had already signed up. I was stationed here in California, and we were playing all kinds of shows all over the place. You know, we played like Dream Street down in OB, which is called like the Mother now.
Okay.
And the Blarney Stone in Claremont Mesa, just little, you know, places like that.
But you guys were also playing like as far as even Los Angeles, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys were covering some territory.
Yeah, and we had a decent, at the time, MySpace was big. And we had like, you know, I don't even remember how many thousands of people that liked us. And we're like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, this is getting way out of hand. We're just making some music, and it ended up, you know, really catching.
That's awesome, dude.
And we had, I really don't want to go into full detail about it, but we had an opportunity to get signed by Warner Brothers, get a record label.
Oh, man.
And it didn't happen.
What?
It didn't happen, and I can't go into details.
Oh,
of
you're
that.
just going to leave us hanging
I'm
like
so
that?
sorry.
Right.
It had to do with us being in the military.
Oh, the military
yeah.
screwed it up, man.
Dang.
And ever since then, you know, as you can understand, it was absolutely devastating. Ever since then, I have been doing everything in my power to kind of bypass labels and and machine gun it as best I can myself, and you know, with my fellow bandmates.
So what the goal is to do, like kind of like take the indie route then?
Yeah, indie route, but you know, we really want to reach a large audience, because we feel like a large audience can really, you know, connect with the music that we write as well. So this next group is called, the next band you ended up going into is called Omniflection. Omniflection. So it's like reflection, but you take re out.
Okay.
Of that word, and then you add omni. Yeah, it's a word we made up completely. We were very drunk, and but you know, what we would do, and when I say we, I'm talking about the guys in the band. We would sit around and we would you know, just think of ideas of stuff we wanted to do, and we would philosophize, and we would talk philosophy so much, and we enjoyed it so much that we created our own word for it called philosophating.
Philosophy.
Where we basically would get together
cool.
and just bounce our philosophies off of each other, and we ended up coming up with this. We're like, what is a band where we'll have complete freedom to do whatever we want to do musically, sonically? And omniflection, basically, the definition of the word that we came up with is, it's looking, you know, instead of a reflection where you're looking at a mirror and you're seeing, you know, the perspective and you're seeing what's projected back to you. Omniflection is the idea of seeing everything, seeing the big picture, seeing the whole.
Wow, that's pretty deep.
Like seeing, you know, like the earth, you know, as it is, or the world as it is, the universe, you know, and how small and insignificant we are as, you know, people and stuff.
Well, you know, I was going to say, in order for me to ever come up with any kind of original name like that, I'd have to go to bandgenerator.com, bandnamegenerator.com. Hey, Matt, let's start that song we got here. So what's the name of this song we're going to be playing?
This song is called The Addict, and it's about the album we're writing. It's a concept album where it's basically one long song split up into several smaller songs.
Okay.
And it revolves around the idea of reincarnation. And this song is about the perspective of a drug addict.
Okay, fair enough. Let's give it a listen.
That makes us happy. So bright every day, living in a way that makes me happy. You're all gone now, doubts to run life. say goodbye.